Welcome one and all to Love Them Knives channel. LTK here, talking to you today about a pretty cool knife. Pretty cool. It says 9 in a very stylized fashion. Or how about 6? Maybe an A. That's whatever. No, it's supposed to be a 9. District 9. And you know what? I like this district. It's a good district to live in. It's got CTS-204P steel on the blade. I mean, that's pretty uptown. That's a good district. Titanium frame lock flipper. About 20 to 25% lockup on it. And what a knife, huh? You want a knife with some detent? Well, do you? Because maybe you ought to be aware or be very afraid of what you wish for. By God, I wish I had a knife with some decent detent. Oh, baby, get your hands on this one. Whew. And it will, I'm just messing with you, but yeah, the detent's strong. Detent's really strong. I mean, I went from one knife that was a flipper. I don't have anything on my table now. Of course not. To this, and it was insane. I grabbed this one out, and it was like, whoa, dude. I mean, it's a strong detent. This is legal for Canada. No fear. I'll tell you what, the customs guy that can gravity flip this knife, you just stay out of his way, because that's a hell of an arm. That's all I got to say. Titanium, frame lock, CTS-204P. It's like a custom knife. Well, no. It's like a mid-tech knife. Let's go there. I mean, at least. And wow. Whew. Baby, when that one goes, it goes, because it's not going to be half-assed. I don't think you can get this one to fail. It just, once that detent lets go, it comes flying open. So, you know, I saw this knife on DHgate. Let me show you a piece of paper. You know, I saw it on DHgate, and I'm going, yeah, you know, not all that. Well, I don't know if I was feeling it. You know, get the knife in your hand. That's a different experience. Wow. This one came from one of our viewers named Tony, and he has sent me a couple of knives to review and pretty much to sell. I mean, he said, yeah, you can review them. Hey, don't forget to sell them. Okay. God, there we go. Ooh, what? Man, if you're used to like a Real Steel Thor special edition or something, and that lazy easy flip, wow, wake up, because you got to work your finger out a little bit on the weight system to get this one. Wow, it is amazing. It really is amazing. Whew. Interesting design, though. I like it. I mean, this knife really speaks to me more when it's in hand than on the page. Yeah, and you know, normally this thing, I think, sells for around $285. Yeah, you can see that, $285. And now, you know, if you got it on the mobile app price, it's $259. You know, I know it's not an official, like, We Knife, Riot, Reich, whatever, you know, that Kaiser stuff. that is distributed in the U.S., and then you go, they're pretty proud of basically an unbranded knife, but you think about $250 something for a knife that's got CTS-204P. Amazing fit and finish. Ceramic bearings. Perfectly centered. A lot of milling here. You know, a lot of cutouts. Radius is being cut into this handle. And these stylized cues here. You've got an integrated lanyard into the backspacer. I mean, you know, there's your over travel stop. And that's nice. That's nice. And, you know, this is shiny. This is a machine. This is not, you know, a bad thing. This is a good thing. And you can see that you have these screws holding in a hardened steel insert. Wow. Well, let's do the magnet thing. Yes, indeed, Leanne, there's nothing there. Thanks for nothing. No, there is nothing there. This is my strong 3M magnet, and there's nothing. Of course, yes, the hardware. Yes, the pivot. But wow. Whew. Wow. Yeah, this feels like a mid-tech knife to me. I mean, it's snappy, it's great, it's got no blade play. I mean, I didn't really worried about the blade play thing because this thing was not falling out of the scale to begin with. Sometimes if you get too much, it's too free and easy to flip. Sometimes you got to worry about, oh man, maybe this pivot's not tightened down. Oh, not a problem there. And then great lockup. You know, one thing that I think about on this knife is, good Lord, give me something on this flipper tab. I mean, mill some grooves out. Wow, you got to hold on. I mean, you got to, and you could push button this, and it's almost better to push button than to light switch. Wow, got a big old hefty blade stop up there. That's a monster. I don't know that it's easy to see those bearings. Oh, let's take it apart. Oh, yeah, it's not my knife. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to be selling it. Yeah, let's not take it apart. But you can believe. And you know what? It's really weird. I missed it again. It's really weird because you got the District 9, and then you got the District 9. What? And I know. And these are normally $285 too. And this is M390 10th anniversary edition with carbon fiber inset there. And Tony's got that one too, but he didn't send it to me because he's a dick. You know, what can I say? I'm just waiting for him to respond to that, busting his ass. But yes, there's the District 9 with a carbon fiber inserts, and I really thought this was cool, and I didn't have the money to get it at the time. It's on my bucket list, believe me. But you know what? And then when I got this one in my hand, I thought much better of it. Here's your metrics if you want. So blade length's 97. It's like 3 3/4 inch. It's 8 5/8 overall. But and are they? What is it? Oh, yeah, here they're saying 100% real 204P. You can test. And yeah, as far as I know, yes, it is. So, wow. They're really climbing up the ladder, but they ain't giving them away for that. But then again, I don't know that $250-something is that expensive. I mean, a lot of your Wii knives are costing $240, $50, and that's not 204P, but you know, M390 maybe, S35VN. So I don't know that that's incredible. And these, you know, I've had several Wii knives in my hand. This is nice. This is actually it's getting better as I flip. It's pretty tight. I don't think Tony ever really carried or used this, but yeah, it's getting better. Wow. Whew. That's a horse. I mean, that is a horse. Okay. Hey, do you like my new shiny background? Yeah. Got that out because I know Tony wants everything mirror polished, so I'm busting his ass so hard on this. 3 3/4 inch blade, which is 9.5 centimeters or so. 8 5/8 overall, which is about 22 centimeters. Now let's check the blade stock out. I bet it's 4 millimeter. What do you want to bet? Bingo! See, I can hold it any way I want, and I can make it whatever I want. I'm just kidding you. Yeah, there you go. Like a human being, let's do that. Yeah, it's right at 4. I mean, you know, it'll dance around a little bit, but so that should be about 0.16 something of an inch. Yeah, right there. And let's see how fat the fat fatty is. Yeah, 0.55 of an inch, which is 14 millimeters. So it fills up your hand. Pretty heavy duty in there. It feels comfortable in the hand. And of course that pocket clip is a milled clip. It's laying down there. I don't know how effective it is in the pocket as far as, you know, not tugging too bad on the lip of your jeans or whatever. But it's definitely not creating a hot spot. So let's just say that. And you've got some texturing here, which is effective. It's there. You can feel it. It's not smoothed over too much. I mean, it's not ragged edged, but it's meaningful in the way that they wanted it to be. You know, I noticed that this pocket clip, see, do you see that movement? There's a little bit of movement on there, and I took a Torx to that, tightened it down, but it still has a little movement. But if you look in here, I mean, this is, see where there's a milled in area? So the base of this actually sits in a milled in area. So this thing is not going to move very far because it's sitting in a depression. And so that's not going to move any more than it's moving. But I couldn't get this, and I didn't want to push the issue. But but yeah, you can get that to move. You know, not a lot, but a little bit. So I noticed that. Really like the backspacer. That's rough, isn't it? I mean, that's maybe for some traction, but I think more stylistic than anything else. Good looking knife, though. Actually, a lot better in the hand. Give me a piece of paper, you think. Oh, I know why. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So it cuts really good. You know, I felt this part. And, you know, I'm going to learn my KME system because I just got it and I haven't had time to sit down and start practicing and watching Mr. Knife Crazy do his thing. Because, I mean, if you want to learn how to work KME, there you go. I watch his stuff. He's really very sensible and good guy and everything, it seems like. But, well, actually that is fairly sharp. I was saying it could use a little touch. But, you know, making these corners, and for whoever puts the edge on there, you know, you're changing direction there. And really, to my touch, it doesn't feel as sharp as this does. But, you know, it's a factory edge. It's not, you know, mirrored or, you know, ultra edge snob, but it seems pretty effective for what it is. What do you think? I mean, 8 5/8 overall, but it's got 3 3/4 inch blade. So really they're taking, I mean, you know, that's not real long. I mean, a lot of those knives sometimes are 8 3/4, close to 9 inches, and this is not. but it's still, you're still stuffing a 3.75 blade in there. So that's pretty good. And look, I mean, you got no chance of ever touching the tip of that because the back spacer goes all the way around. And you still got that much. I mean, you can put that back spacer in there and still not touch the tip of that blade. How crazy is that? So that's a pretty good little setup, actually. I like the way they do that. Nice thick blade stock, really good quality steel. Feels good in the hand. I mean, it flips like a beast, but it flips like a beast. I mean, get ready. Get ready. Do your finger exercise like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just saying, I know it sounds stupid in a way, but wow. Whew. Baby. Yeah, you could hang a stringer of fish off this flipper tab, still not deploy the blade. But it's, you know, ceramic bearings supposedly in here, and all I got to say is it's just like downtown, only less crowded. It really is. It's a good knife. It's really, I'm so much more impressed with this than when I saw it on the page. I really am. In fact, you know, I did respond poorly when he didn't send me this one, right? This knife. But now I'm not so sure that this one's all that tips and tricks. I mean, you got that thumb stud on it. This one's a little cleaner because you don't have the thumb stud. It's a flipper only deployment, but you know, with the milling here, this is just pretty industrial, badass attitude, thick and thuggish. It feels good in the hand, and there's something to be said about this. I mean, oh yeah, and I was going to say something about the Riyadh District 9. No, that's what I was going to say about the Riyadh District 9. No. No. I don't think it'll come to my channel anytime soon. It'll be like I'm desperate for anything to throw up there if it comes onto my channel. I mean, the Torrent, love it. Horizon D, love it. The Valkyrie, maybe I'll get my shot at. And of course, we've seen the Future. I'll play on words. But, wow, this is the District 9 I'm all about right here. Wow. I mean, you know, and you compare this to like that Horizon D that I had. Wow, it's kind of that thick, chunky thug, you know, workhorse feeling type knife, you know? Chunk of change. Oh, crap. Here. I was going to say thick, chunky thug. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. 6.1 ounces. Surprised it doesn't weigh more than that. 172 grams. Well, it's under 200. So, yeah, it is not a lightweight. It is definitely not a lightweight. But yeah, you know, wow. More time I spend with this knife, and the better I get at flipping it. Whew. Whew. Baby, I'm feeling a sweat just pulling that tab. It is some stuff. You know, you got a nice little lanyard hole that's going through there, so it's not like an untubed deal. It's really nice. It's away from there, and then you've got that milled area to where the paracord's not going to, you know, build the width of the knife any because it's just going to come up the sides here, so it won't change the profile width. I don't know, yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to your comments on this one. I think it's pretty neat little chunk of change coming out of China, and I know they got the District 9, this one, they got the District 9 10th anniversary, which I showed you as well with the carbon fiber inserts. And you know what? Either one of those knives are pretty nice, and it's really hard to argue that they're absolutely not worth $260, $70 when there's a lot of stuff over here that's $3+ that's no better. But, you know, They're not just a strikingly incredible bargain, but they're nothing to be ashamed of as far as the quality here. Comes in a nice zipper pouch here. You know, and this is as nice a pouch as I got on a lot of stuff. You know, yeah, good quality. But, you know, I know it's not a recognized name right now, but this is one of those kind of unsung heroes that comes out of China. Some guy got together with, I don't know, got creative and decided he's not going to make another ZT clone, or he never was, and he was a knife designer, and I hear that may be the case. A wonderful knife, it really is. It's a cool one. If it's a knockoff of something, let me know. God only knows. Somebody will say, well, hold on. There's holes in that handle. There's another knife I know that's got holes in the handle. That's ripping. Whatever. Stop it. Stop it. Whatever. As soon as they try and make something original, you'll find something they copied. But yeah, this is nice. Appreciate it. Yeah. Make your comments. Oh, subscribe to my channel if you'd like. We usually have giveaways here and there. And I've got some things in mind for giveaways coming up. And you know what we do? We love them knives. Stay sharp.